Hello, it's Lynn Watts here from Wyatt the Wonder Dog Books. And today in this video, I want to talk about school-wide activities that you could use to encourage and to foster generosity, which of course contributes to a positive culture. So the first one is probably what you would normally think about, and that is during holiday season you might have a lot of different donation type drives. So whether that's food, whether it's clothing, whether it is, socks for somebody at the homeless shelter, whether it is a toy drive to give to students or to give to a charity. All of these things are common ways that we express generosity and certainly can help teach children how to be generous. So there's a lot of different ways to engage them in this type of drive. Certainly it could involve, parents who take the children shopping and talk about being generous and so forth. But you can also involve students in things like have some leadership kind of activities, promoting it within their class or their grade level. You can have them involved in collection or sorting things that come in. So you can involve students in a lot of different ways in terms of coordinating this sort of drive. And I think this is very common, and we're all pretty familiar with that. Another way to encourage generosity that can happen anytime during the school year is a kindness challenge. Certainly during the month of February, there's a random act of kindness week and day. Usually happens around Valentine's Day. So it's a nice way to give a little bit of a different focus to that time of year. But you can certainly have kindness challenges anytime. And you can also help children consider and think about different ways to be kind. So it doesn't always have to involve giving of gifts. It certainly can be simply giving a compliment, being helpful, being kind to somebody who is new, somebody who is having a challenge in some way, maybe helping somebody with their reading activity, helping to clean up a classroom. I mean, there are all kinds of ways, but it's great to not only help children think about this and focus on this, but also to recognize acts of kindness. The third way is a gifts of time project. And I like this one in that so often when we think about being generous, we think about giving things. But when we talk about a gift of time, then we're talking about something that I think challenges all of us to give beyond just objects, things. And what we usually think of as being gifts. So, again, I think it can be very helpful to create some activities where students have an opportunity to do this and help give them ideas. So, certainly at various times during the year, students could create cards for somebody. It doesn't have to be around a holiday, it could be cards for patients in a nursing home or assisted living facility. They could certainly visit that facility, maybe to deliver the cards, maybe to visit with people there. There's certainly a lot of need for younger students to become involved with older people. So that's a good one, but there's also all kinds of volunteering activities that you can incorporate. So helping younger students um, and younger children with giving the gift of time. And the final thing that you can do is a generosity chain. And this involves creating a paper chain where each link represents an act of generosity that a student has done. So this is simply a visual way to help highlight generosity, highlight kindness, service in a variety of ways. And students can watch that chain grow, whether you're have it maybe on a bulletin board in a major thoroughfare in the school, or whether it's in a classroom, or maybe even make a challenge of it in terms of creating a chain in each classroom. So I think any way that you can highlight generosity and acts of kindness. And a chain is certainly a way that maybe we haven't thought of before. A lot of times people do have giving trees. And again, you could certainly read the book, The Giving Tree, which is a little bit of a sad book, actually, I think. But you could certainly use the basic idea of a tree and adding a leaf. With a student's name on it or the particular act of kindness or something like that to inspire others. So, those are 4 different ways that you can develop some school wide activities to foster generosity. Thanks as always for listening.